there. I apologize for missing that. Actually, we could just go back and watch that. It's a replay, so we'll go back. I know some people don't much like the backing up action here. We do see a queen coming out here. We do have a queen coming out here, and gonna try to lay a creep tumor. Does lay the creep tumor. Gonna get that creep tumor sniped. 2 force fields preventing the queen from moving back. Sniping off that queen there. Don't want to miss any of that action for you talking about these random buildings here. We do have stalkers being spawned out here for KiWiKaKi and TLO. Gonna continue to produce roaches, I guess, and also getting the Hydralisk range upgrade. KiWiKaKi parking his army up here, gonna be able to throw some nice force fields down if we have any roaches streaming. And we do have LiquidTLO gonna start picking off the rocks at the gold expansion. Definitely want to get up his 3rd base real soon. He doesn't want to have a base advantage over the Protoss player. Protoss is stronger on 2 base than Zerg is on 2 base. So we do have a Void Ray popping out here, seeing that there's mainly roaches being produced, so that he can use the Void Ray, charge up on the roaches, and do tons of damage. We have Protoss army moving over here. This Zealot being caught out of position, gonna get taken out there by the roaches. We have the main army moving over here, gonna meet up, not quite, with the roaches. The rocks have been taken out here, and a drone should soon be on the way to take the gold expansion. KiWiKaKi might actually be ready to take his gold expansion sometime soon as well. We do have a fleet beacon coming up. We'll see if he decides to go for carriers or for the mothership. We don't have the Flux Veins upgrade anymore, so that's not an option for the Void Rays. He is moving to and fro with his Void Ray here, see if he can pick anything off here. Going to be able to take out this Creep Tumor. Creep Tumors are great for the Zerg, going to make those Hydralisks move that much faster. We do have KiWiKaKi now chrono boosting a mothership. We have a mothership on the way. We also do see him finishing up his Protoss weapons level 1 upgrade. Probably going to work on that +2 upgrade real soon. We do have the Hydralisk taking out the Observer there. Not quite going to be able to snipe any more creep tumors there. We have the Protoss army looking quite small actually against this huge Zerg army that's massing up. It does look like Zerg could push in there and do a ton of damage right now. KiWiKaKi sees it's going to be able to use the force fields. The Lings are running up here though, going to walk into that as not quite walling that off. The Zergling streaming into the main. Going to be able to do tons of damage here. There's a cannon here though, so that will be able to defend against the Zerglings. Stalkers moving to the front. A bunch of roaches, force fields getting thrown down there. Going to be able to prevent the Zerg army from streaming in as much as it wants. The Void are going to start working on those Hydralisks there, and the Stalkers now picking off the roaches that are trapped over here, and going to be able to hold off this attack, I believe. The Hydralisks now focusing down the Void Ray. The roaches doing plenty of damage. I see a stream of reinforcements on the minimap for TLO. Going to be able to crush into this Stalker force. Stalkers are going to have to back up onto the ramp and try to hold the ramp there. We do have a Colossus being produced by KiWiKaKi, as well as the range upgrade on the way. Zerg could actually snipe these 2 structures and prevent Colossus from ever reaching the field. KiWiKaKi canceling that Colossus there, and it does get sniped. Now Zerg moving on the Nexus here. The probe's getting pulled off the line. The Stalker's now streaming out of the main. Gonna try to hold this off, sniping off that Overseer there. We do see that the mothership is done. It's no longer in the production queue, and it's moving out into the natural expansion. Gonna provide some cloaking there. Not quite being able to hit the mothership. Hydralisks not quite being able to shoot down the mothership and hit the Stalkers. Gonna have to back out of there. KiWiKaKi throwing down a bunch of cannons at his front now. And TLO now morphing some Overseers. Gonna be able to see the units that are parked under the mothership. We do have KiWiKaKi now finishing up the range upgrade, getting a robotics facility once again. Definitely does want to get those Colossus up to deal with the Hydralisks. We do have now plenty of Overseers out for LiquidTLO. Is not quite afraid of getting them sniped if he has enough of them. Probe scouting out here, going to be able to see the army moving in. The mothership just getting enough energy for the Vortex and Mass Recall upgrades, or not upgrades, the cast spells. We do have the a vortex being thrown down. TLO quickly retreating his army into the vortex. An interesting way to play there. We do have additional Zerglings streaming in here and jumping into the vortex as well. Roaches coming up here. 2 Zerglings not quite being able to make it into the safety of the vortex, but is going to have to back out there because KiWiKaKi did buy himself plenty of time to warp in additional Stalkers and Zealots. Cannon's going to be able to hold the line there. TLO is going to back up there, and he does have the Overlord drop upgrade finished, and he is working on the speed upgrade, so he might be going for some sort of doom drop here. He does have his gold expansion now, not quite having it running there. He needs to transfer some drones over there and get that running real soon. We do have KiWiKaKi working on the ground armor level 1, as well as the first Colossus out with the range upgrade and a second Colossus on the way. Not quite spending the chrono boost at his main nexus. Cannot fault him for that. Plenty of tension going on here. Zerg's massing up a huge Hydra Roach army, and the Overlord speed upgrade is now completing. We do have KiWiKaKi moving over here, gonna pick off those rocks at the gold expansion. Gonna go for that gold expansion himself. TLO does have the gold expansion up and running. If we take a look at the income tab, TLO's is ahead by over 500 minerals. We continue looking at the production tab. We do have the tunneling claws upgrade for our roaches, as well as the burrow upgrade for the roaches from TLO. Additional Colossus spawning out here. KiWiKaKi moving his army into the center. Maybe going for a push here with the Colossus. Does want to use the Colossus to do plenty of splash damage against the Zerg player. We do have a Zerg moving over here with the speed upgrade finished. Gonna go for a huge drop in the main of KiWiKaKi, dropping all of his army in here, all of the roaches. Hydralisk moving over here. KiWiKaKi not quite being able to make up into his main base as quickly as he wants to. He does have the mothership, gonna be able to cloak his units, prevent TLO from seeing them. We do have an Overseer here moving into position, does want to see that. KiWiKaKi now throwing down another Vortex. TLO getting some of his units caught outside of the Vortex, and all of the units now streaming into that Vortex. Do not want to get stuck out there. A couple of Stalkers also getting stuck in there. We do have these Stalkers now cleaning up here. The army of TLO is being whittled down. These Colossus doing tons of damage here. TLO gonna want to back out of here real soon. He does not have much army left in here. The mothership doing plenty of defense here, gonna be able to defend against the attack. We also have TLO moving up at the front, gonna take out a couple of cannons here, but the Colossus are gonna be able to deal with this. TLO a little confused about why this is actually even working. How can this even work? The Stalkers all mostly surviving that attack. TLO losing tons of minerals there now. TLO is quite far behind. KiWiKaKi telling TLO that the mothership is a good unit. Now moving out with his Stalker Colossus army as well as the mothership to go for an attack. TLO just has these roaches. If he can micro these well, he might be able to hold this off. TLO does call GG. And we have this game going to KiWiKaKi with the mothership in under 20 minutes. This is quite an interesting game. Quite an interesting way to play Protoss. Maybe the mothership is now a key unit for Protoss to have. So there we have it. KiWiKaKi winning with the mothership as a key component to his army. And if you do like what you see here, please do subscribe. Aegis signing off.